friends, and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and my journey from full-time teacher to full-time small business owner. So if that is something that you think you would like to see, then please subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to be setting up my budget for June. If you saw my video yesterday where I closed out my May budget, it was a hot mess. I made so many mathematical errors. A lot I caught during the video, but several I didn't catch. I was telling David about it, and he said next time I should make it a competition and see if you guys can find all the errors I make and then give you a prize. But hopefully today will be better and I will not make so many mistakes. I'm not as tired today as I was yesterday, so that's a good thing. Okay, so today I'm going to be using the Budget by Paycheck Workbook by the Budget Mom. I have a link to her website down below. This is a Plum Paper notebook. I also have a link to their site down below. If you would like to get 10% off your first purchase with Plum Paper, then you can send me an email to jbleecher@gmail.com. The only thing is, if you go to their site and create an account with your email address before you email me, when I give them your email address, they'll tell me, oh, we already have that, so we can't give you a discount code. So if you want the discount code, don't give them your email address until you talk to me first. Okay, I'm going to be using stickers from my Etsy shop. I was going to use this kit. This is a kit that I designed for the month of June. It's my cherry pie kit. So here is the workbook. The monthly spread for the workbook. It looks like that. And then I grabbed the thick washi from the Budget Mom Live Rich Planner because I don't have a thick washi for this kit yet, but that is coming. And then I have the debt snowball, the weekly check-in, and then sinking funds. I actually only need 2 sinking funds. But as I was looking at this kit, which I love, I thought I would really like to use this kit in July. I have a July kit, but this kit I just feel like would be so cute in July with all the red, white, and blue that's going on here. So I've decided to save this for July. And I actually went in and created a brand new kit with all of these things in a new pattern. I will show you. Actually, it's an old pattern, but I had never used it for my budgeting kits. So this pattern is my Desert Beauty pattern. I actually released this in March because there's a lot of green in this kit. It didn't do so well, but I think it's more of a June than a March. So I did create an add-on for the monthly spread here. So here is the monthly spread. By the way, you get this, like when you order this, it all comes together. It's just cut into 3 pieces, but it's all together as one price. This is an add-on because there's always that extra space at the bottom of the calendar. I never had an add-on for this kit, but I'm gonna start having it from this day forward. So everything I make from this day forward will have an add-on so that you can lay down, you can have enough to fulfill all your needs in the Budget by Paycheck monthly spread. So this is Desert Beauty. Gosh, I just love this so much. I actually did a plan with me yesterday using this. I have it in an Erin Condren 7x9 kit, and I used that kit and I loved it so much, and I thought, oh, this would be really fun just to do for the whole month of June. So that's the monthly spread that's going to go there. And then inside the notebook, we're going to do the debt snowball, the weekly check-in, oh, I don't need this. This is the budget kit. I don't need that, but it is on the shop. And then the sinking funds. So because this is new, I added it to the shop this morning, all of these things to the shop this morning, and I did make them 25% off because when I do new items, I have them 25% off for the first 3 days that they're in my shop. So that would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You can get these for 25% off, and then they go full price after that. Okay, let's jump right in. I'm going to start by setting up my June spread, and then we'll head to the notebook after that. So I always like to share the monthly quotes with you. So June, let's look at the June monthly quote. Stop leaving the big dreams to the millionaires. You guys, this is so accurate for me right now. If you're new to my channel, I have just left my full-time teaching job. I actually taught for the last day on Friday. And I am starting my dream of having my own business and working for myself. So I love that. That is so accurate for June. So a lot of people have been asking me where I got these bookmarks. They're from Erin Condren. I do have a link to her site below as well, and I have a affiliate link, which doesn't give you any discount, sorry, but it helps me out if you use it. And that's if you've ordered from them before. And if you've never ordered from them before, I have a link where you get $10 off your first order. And you don't have to send me an email address or anything. You just click that link and you can go and get $10 off your first order with Erin Condren. Okay, so this thick washi is going to go down here and it fits perfectly. The problem with this kit, the Budget Mom Live Rich Planner, is it was too narrow. It fits the Live Rich Planner, but not the Budget by Paycheck workbook. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this part to music and I will be back in a little bit. Okay guys, so this is what the kit looks like when it's all laid out. Here are my budget categories. These stickers came from my friend Cara Jo Plans Etsy shop. Here's her name. I also have a link to her shop in the description box below, as well as a discount code for you guys. And then I just wanted to show you the difference in the washi. So this is a washi I made specifically for this kit. And you can see that it fits so much better than the washi I was using before, which was designed for my Live Rich Planner in the full size. The Live Rich Planner in the full size, it's just smaller, so it left this white space here, but this fills that up perfectly. And I feel like it just finishes off the whole look beautifully. You very rarely need to use this bottom row with her planner. Okay, so let's take a look at this week's expenses. So I already set up that budget, so we'll run those do the actual numbers together in just a minute here. But let's look at how much I spent this week. It was a pretty good week. I did have a lot of blue, which is eating out, but not nearly as many blue as last week. I'll show you. Oops, that would be last month. Right there, a lot of blue. So we did improve this week. Yeah, and I don't have any yellows, which would have been miscellaneous expenses or unbudgeted expenses. Okay, so let's go here and just lay everything down. Starting with bills, we had one bill come out this week, State Farm, for $158. For debt, we had our mortgage payment come out this week for $1,337. Okay, next is food. So on the 1st, we went to Sam's Club and, well, actually it wasn't on the 1st. It came out on the 1st. We always go on the weekend, but it came out on the 1st. So our Sam's Club was $48, which is great. We try to hit around 50 for Sam's Club. Aldi was 110. We try to hit 100 for Aldi, and we try not to go over 100, I should say. So close, but a little bit over. I did have my Subway for the last time this year. All the teachers, we order Subway together at once a week. And it was $6, and I am done. So that was my last hurrah. Okay, and then I stopped by Fairway on Thursday night, which was the night before my last day of work, and I wanted to get the kids a treat. We were doing a poetry cafe that last day of work where every student who wanted to share a poem from their poetry book that they've written this year got to share a poem from their poetry book, and I provided cookies and juice, and the cookies and juice cost $10, which I thought was pretty reasonable to feed 20 kids cookies and juice. I thought that was a good price. Okay, let's go on to gas. We got gas once this week for $23, and I am okay with that because we have upped our gas budget, as you'll see when we head over to the budget part. We were budgeting $15 a week, but gas prices have gone up. And I'm also going to be doing more driving this summer than I usually do because I'll be taking Logan to his summer program and then to the pool. So I'll be doing more chauffeuring this summer than I do during the school year usually. Miscellaneous, we didn't have any. Medical, we had one pharmacy visit this week, and that cost $4 for that prescription. Okay, next is house. We didn't have any. And then for sinking funds cash envelopes, David did take his 40 spending. We usually do this on the 1st, and David got his. I just haven't taken out mine or Logan's yet. So that's going to be happening this week. I'll be taking out mine and Logan's this week. Okay, so let's see how this all worked out with the budget. Okay, so starting with mortgage, let's start up here with income. So we rolled over 1,000. We actually were able to roll over 1,000. We budgeted that we would, and that did happen. David was paid. This is his monthly pay for 1 month full-time work as a janitor. So altogether, that is $2,842. And then for mortgage, we budgeted $1,337, and I believe that's how much it was. Yep, it was $1,337 exactly. I love it when bills are exactly what we expect them to be. How is State Farm? $158. So State Farm was a little bit higher than we budgeted. State Farm fluctuates a little bit. I don't know what that's like, why, but it fluctuates a little bit month to month. Sometimes it's lower than we expect, sometimes it's higher, but it's always around $155. We insure 2 vehicles with that, and we have some homeowner coverage stuff too. So, okay, so $1,337 plus $158. So $1,337 plus $158. It's $1,495, and I will double check my math because I made so many mistakes yesterday. I was watching it back, I was editing it. I'm like, oh, this is a mess. 1,337 plus 158, $1,495. Okay, that is correct. So we had $2,842 to start, $2,842, and we spent $1,495 on bills. And that is $1,347, and I'm just going to double check the math really quickly here. $1,347. So I'm going to bring that down here to this category. These are our variable expenses. Those are our fixed expenses. It says envelopes. Some of them are envelopes. Some of them are just variable expenses. So food, we budgeted $150. Let me see how much we spent altogether on food. Okay, on food, nope. We spent more than $6. That's all. That's what I spent for Subway. I better calculate that the right way. So we spent $174 on food, much closer to our goal this week than last week. Much, much better. Okay, for spending, let's see. So for spending, we budgeted $100, $40 for me. This is for 2 weeks for me, 2 weeks for David. So $20 each for each week, $40. So that'd be $80, and then $20 for Logan for the month. Only David took his spending money out of the account. Logan and I will do ours next week. So we only took out 40 of that. Gas, we budgeted 30, but we spent 23. Miscellaneous, we didn't have any. Medical, we had $4. And house, I don't think we had any. Yep, we didn't have any. Okay, so I'm going to add all this up to see how much we spent with our variable expenses, and then I'm going to check my math to make sure I did it right. $241. Okay, so $1347 minus $241, that's $1106. Okay, we're not doing sinking funds this week. I'm going to do that next week. Extra debt will be next. Oh, we're not doing extra debt right now. Right now, I'm just saving money, putting money away, squirreling it away to get ready for August when I will no longer receive a teacher paycheck. So just putting money away. So our rollover, we budgeted, it was going to be $945. We're actually at $1106 right now. So we are going to continue to roll that over to next week. Our savings total is $1106, bringing our leftover to 0. I like to zero out my budget at the end of each week, meaning there is a place for my money at the end of every week. So let's go into the notebook and finish this weekly checkout, and then we will come back here and set up next week's budget. Okay, I'm going to start by getting all of these stickers laid down, and then I will be back shortly. Okay, so let's check in and see how we did this week on our variable expenses. For food, we budgeted $150. We actually spent $174. That is a difference of $24. See, 174 minus 150. So that's a difference of $24. So we were over budget by $24. Bringing our monthly total to an over budget amount of $24. Okay, gas. We budgeted $30. We spent $23. So 30 minus 23 is 7. So we were positive 7. We didn't spend as much as we budgeted. So that leaves a month total of 7, positive 7. For miscellaneous, what did we budget? 25. We budgeted 25. We did not spend anything on miscellaneous, leaving our total at 25, positive 25, and we're at 25 for the month. This monthly total is pretty easy this first week because it's whatever the difference is. Next week it will be this plus the difference. Okay, medical. We budget $50 a week for medical expenses. This week we only had to spend $4, so that's 46, right? 50 minus 4, yep, that's 46. So we are positive 46 in this category right now. House, we budgeted 50, and this week we didn't spend any, which is surprising. We almost always use that. So we are still positive 50 in this category, which makes us positive 50 for the month so far. So let's add this all together and see if my math is correct. Okay, so the way I check to see if my math is correct is I take this total, so I take the total that we budgeted, I take away the amount that we actually spent, and it should leave us with a difference of 104, if my math was right. Let's see how I did. 305 minus 201 is 104. Yay, I did it right today. So this difference here, this month total, will also be 104 this week. Okay, so that is it for that week. We now need to go and budget for next week. So if you'd like to see that, then keep watching. Okay, so this is for June week 2. The only income we're going to have is this rollover amount. So we're going to have a rollover of $1106. Bringing our income total to $1106. Okay, for the rest of this, I always do work ahead of time in Excel. I actually do a 6-month out projection every time I budget. So this is where I'm getting my information from. So start with bills. This week, Disney Plus should come out, which is $9. We're going to pay the city this week. This is for water and electricity, and that is, we're budgeting $300 for that. And then lawn care. David mows our lawn every week for $20. It's his way of getting like a little extra pocket money to save up for things that he wants. Okay, so that's it for bills. So let's go down to our variable expenses. We have food. And we're going to budget $150. And then we have gas. And we are budgeting $30. Miscellaneous. We are budgeting $25. Medical. We are budgeting $50. And house. We are budgeting $50. I think that's it. Oh, spending, because we didn't get all our spending, so we'll need to get that this week. Spending. So I need to pull out 40 for me and 20 for Logan, so that's 60. Okay, so let's see where we are so far. So we're at $329 for our bills this week. So $1106 minus $329. That's $777, and I will double check that and make sure that is correct. Yep, 777. So I'm going to bring that amount down here. Let's see how much we're setting aside for variable expenses. We have $150. So we're setting aside $365 for our variable expenses, and I'm just going to double check my math. $365. So 777 minus 365 is $412. Oh, I forgot to put the date range. So the date range will be June 6th through June 12th. I'm kind of nervous, you guys. This is like a really small amount of money, and there's going to be the whole week 3 before. I don't think I did this right. I don't think I did my budget right. Okay guys, so I just went over all the numbers again. Not sure what I did, why I don't have enough money. So we can't do our sinking funds. We need that money for food, for our miscellaneous expenses. Let's go ahead and budget for week 3 as well, because I'm not going to get a check until week 4. Is that right? Well, I'll get it at the end of week 3. So yeah, let's go ahead and budget for week 3 too, as well, and make sure we have enough money in our account. So over here, we're not going to do sinking funds. We're not going to do extra debt. We are going to roll over the remaining amount, which is $412. bringing this week's total to 0 left over. We have a place for all of our money. Okay, so we rolled over 412, and I'm going to transfer 500 from savings. Kind of bummed because that savings is supposed to be for next year when I'm not making my teacher income. So I'm kind of bummed that we need it right now. So that brings our income total to 912, and that just gives me a little extra cushion in my account. It makes me nervous to go down like that low, because then if something comes out, we don't, unplanned comes out, and we don't have enough money to cover it, then there are fees that we have to pay. So I'm going to transfer over that amount, even though I don't need all 500 of it. Okay, so 912 minus 164, 748. Okay, I'm just going to double check my math. 748, bring that down here to our variable expenses. So 748 minus 305, that leaves us with 443. Just double check, 748 minus 305, 443. And now that's going to roll over into week 4, which is where I'll get my paycheck again. Whew. Guys, I'm feeling nervous. Okay, well, this was an interesting budget with me. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I hope that you all come back next week for our next check-in to see where we're at and how we're doing. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.